अनन्यचेता सततं यो मां स्मरति नित्यशः तस्याहं सुलभः पार्थ नित्ययुक्तस्य योगिनः.
O Partha, I am easily attainable. Sulabha, what a word he uses. By that ever steadfast yogi who always remembers me constantly with no other thought. He's a master strategist, Krishna. It's like saying, he's like Bill Gates saying, you can easily become a billionaire provided you do this. And by the time you finish those, you don't need Bill Gates' help. So, Satatam, Nityashaha, Ananya Cheta. All you have to do is think of Brahman 24 by 7 by 365, then very easily you'll attain Brahman, he says. Big deal. You've done all the work and he's saying very easily you'll get there. But that's what it is. And once you do it, then you find it's very simple. You see, thinking constantly is what you're doing all the time. Take a businessman who's constantly thinking of money. Satatam nityashaha ananya cheta. Even if the wife comes and talks to him about it, he translates it into money. Everything is translated into money. That's why matrimonial columns also start with money itself. So that's a young teenager in college who's fallen in love, is constantly thinking of the beloved. He doesn't need your help to attain that constancy. But when it comes to spiritual matters, you're not able to maintain that constancy. You know why? Because actually you don't want it. That's true. Anything that you really want, you're able to think constantly of it. You don't need advice from anyone. But the problem with us is you have desires for the world distracting you. Something or the other comes in, gets to you. And that is what he's talking about. But if you're able to think of whatever, earlier he says, whatever you think of constantly you obtain. Now he's zeroing in. He says, I am easily obtainable. Aham sulabhaha. All that you have to do is think constantly. Now you might say, how can I think of Atman when I have so many obligations to perform? You as a human being have this capacity of multitasking, thinking of Atman and acting in the world. And if you master this capability, there are, as we've seen earlier, there are two ways of achieving it. One, through love, bhakti. When you love someone, you may be separated from the person, you may be far away from the person, but whatever you do, every breath you take, every action you perform, whatever you do is permeated by the thought of the person you love. Second way is by fixing a goal. A cricketer is constantly focused on cricket. A musician is constantly focused on music. He constantly thinks of music irrespective of what he is doing. He could be sitting in an aircraft, he could be reading a book, but what goes on in his mind is music. Similarly, if you're working towards Atman, one aspect of your attention must be on the higher, and your actions can go on. Because the principle is as you think, so you become, not as you act. So actions go on. The focus shifts. Now, what are the take-home points? Number one, love versus attachment. This is something that we need to think of. Whenever you watch tomorrow, between now and tomorrow evening when we meet, watch your emotional interactions with people, your relationships with people, and find out whether it is love or attachment. And if it's attachment, find out what can you do about it to change it to love. Understand the power of love, soft power, and leverage that. Operate on it. Understand that the intellect must guide your emotion at all times, that there is a difference between love and obligation. And the other two most important factors in living a sensible life is sense control and constancy of pursuit. If you have these two, you can achieve anything in the world.